Oh, what a joy.
Exactly.
I'm Elana.
I'm Scott.
And this is our mini podcast.
About things apparently we're supposed to enjoy.
But don't.
Eventually? Maybe.
No promises.
Welcome to Oh, What a Joy. And we are back. Hello, Elana.
Hello, big brother.
All right, what are we talking about now? We're
Scott.
on a roll.
Scott, I want to talk about whether or not 3D printing is arts and crafts enough for arts and crafts fair. That's let's go into a little description here of our extracurriculars. You build furniture.
I am a maker of stuff.
Yes.
And a builder of things.
Yes.
That's what
including
like
costumes. You have a 3D printer, do you not?
I do.
Yes.
I do.
And at one of my jobs,
do you want to see what fun things that I made?
Yes, sure.
Of course, I can show.
So can't see the dog at the moment. I am now filling the screen and the airtime. Okay. Yes.
No, you're not filling the screen. It was due.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite 3D prints and one of my favorite builds. Oh, look. You want to wear it? No. Okay. Yes. So, I love 3D printing. I wish I could do it more. And I wish it wasn't so finicky. The printer that I have, it's kind of broke at the moment, which sucks because I had another build I wanted to do. Anyway,
I tried using a hand-me-down 3D printer at my last job, and it was not user-friendly. It's not the promised utopia of creating things that that the world wants you to think it is. 3D printing is not easy. But you make things. You've made costumes. You've made furniture. Yeah. I've made things. I got hooked on the Woobles. So I've done some embroidery. So I've embroidered stuff for friends. I've done some quilting for friends. I've done some crochet. So I like creating things as well. So when I go to a crafts fair and I see work that people have done, I know that the prices that they're charging are worth it because I know how much time and effort goes into one item, and there in front of me are hundreds of items that they've worked on. And so when you go to crafts fairs, have you been to any lately, first of all? I don't know.
No, I haven't. Not this year. Sherry and I like to go to these little fairs once in a while, and the last one I went to, it wasn't a craft. What was it? It was like, I don't remember what it was. It was some kind of like street festival or not. And sure enough, there it was. Like, guy set up his own little pup tent, and he had his 3D prints on there. And if you you can make stupid money or at least break even, possibly. There are so many things out there that are free, that you could print that people will just eat up. Mostly kids. They love these, the little toys that you can make. And it doesn't really cost too much. It's just time and materials.
I guess so. But the whole concept of crafts and arts and crafts fair is that you want to present vendors who work with their hands, who create a product. They've dreamed of a product. They've designed the product. They've gone through the work to do the product. And whether it's a painting, whether it's, this is typical of something that is at the Steampunk Festival. But you go to these science fiction, fairs, and there's a lot of these dragons, these 3D printed dragons. They're almost at every other table.
Yeah.
Especially
that's that's on the line of like glass sculptures too. It can be a craft. It's an art form because again, either you're doing it or making the model, which is, possible. But there are a lot of models out there, so people want to share them. They think they can make money off of like dragons or whatnot. They just print them up. It is a craft. It's it
But
can be an art.
how
Again,
do
you're
you?
using a tool. Again, that's what it is. You're
But
using
it's not
tools to create things.
handmade. Like if you're expecting to go to a crafts fair and you're looking for things that are that people have, put their blood, sweat, and equity into that were made by hand, it's not handmade, is it? Is it if you're going, if it, I get
No, it's not
fans,
handmade. No, it's not
right?
handmade. But that's like saying a guy that's out there selling artwork that's printed, litho prints, and
But they started
that they
out
printed
handmade.
one, or that he didn't even have one, and he just printed out a whole bunch of them. Again,
But
we're
it
split.
started
You're kind of
out.
splitting hairs on that one.
Well, the original image is handmade. The original
Yeah,
image that they
but what if it's
create,
not his?
it has to be his.
Ah,
It has
man,
to be that
again,
person's.
I don't know. I'm gonna say yeah, it is. It's a craft like anything else. It's not handmade, but it's a craft. I mean, you kind of have to use your hands in some aspect. I mean, taking off the build plate, cleaning it up. Perhaps some. I mean, there are methods to building these things. I mean, yes, they could come out in one shot, but um, things like this that you can't put on a giant printer or on a small printer, you got to hand make it. So stuff like this would be called handmade, but it's still 3D printed. So
Right, but
yeah,
something
it's a
like
craft.
that,
I think it's a craft.
that's something like that though, you're not going to make 150 of them.
Well, if I could and sell them, absolutely I would. If I had, if again, the other thing is, if I had a 3D printer with the bed, like 400 millimeters by 600 millimeters, and I had 7 printers, I'd be printing out those bad boys left and right. So I would be able to. So in a sense, yeah, I guess I could.
But
But
did you
again,
did you create the file that came from?
did I create that particular file? No, I didn't do the
Then you
3D
can't
work
because
for it.
that's not your artwork to sell.
Oh, now you're splitting hairs.
No. If you created that
Yeah,
artwork,
it's actually, to be honest with you, it's Disney's. And you know how many people, thousands of people, are making Disney artwork and selling it by themselves?
yeah, I get it.
Disney's lawyers are pretty big too. Yeah, so I mean, if they saw this and they said, "Oh, this guy's selling these. We want the cash for it. Go after him."
Right.
But yeah,
Which is
I mean,
why so something like this, I'm sorry. I got to bring this up to the camera now. So, but there's so much. This is obviously from Star Wars, but
sure.
it's obviously a style that's original to this artist. And
Yeah,
this
I
artist
have
uses
one too.
geometric shape.
Yeah, I have one too.
Right. So
Now, I
this
mean,
there's enough. It's enough difference, as opposed to. I, I'm really hung up on these dragons because I just looked at we looked at vendors last night for one of my
you and Dad.
festivals, and one of them was like obviously plushy toys ordered from China and these dragons, and you're just like, no, that is not your supply is not created by you. So it's hard to you know to say unless you've created it, then I don't know. You have to have some part of yourself in your art, is what I'm thinking. So
Okay. I don't know what to say to that one. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to a arts and crafts fair and people there are expected to make their art by hand, that's something very specific. But if you're just going to a regular crafts fair, it's like there's lots of things, not just art. It's not just an art fair, whether it's flowers fair or, I mean, you're gonna get those people there gonna sell that kind of stuff because
well,
there's a
I
market
mean,
there.
I'm just
But
saying that if they're at a Comic Con, I understand it. It's about what the audience wants. They want
yeah,
fantasy. They want whatever. That doesn't matter. But if you want, if you're an organizer trying to, support local artisans that
now
create.
that is a chat all in itself because you
Yeah.
are an organizer of events, and yeah, sure. So then that discussion goes to, do you have those type of vendors at your a
Right.
fair? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you
So
think you
that's
should? Do you think you should have 3D printers at your festival?
if the product that they are 3D printing is that they have at some point created that their creative element is there and obviously there, then yeah, it's they, you know, that they didn't just go and get a file and print whatever's out there using the latest, you know, needle colors. That they are doing something to create it and doing something creative with it. That they have a fingerprint, a thumbprint on it, and that's not the only thing that they have. But yeah, but they have to have some element that is made just like this. I know is he did not print this. He did the original, and then he had prints made. Same thing. I know that this was not done by Disney. I know it was done by this artist. Good Beats. Goodbeatsa.com. So
Sure wasn't
Goo
done
Beats.
by
I'm
a
sorry.
computer.
I'm butchering this vendor. GOOBEETSA.
Well, he's not being sponsored, so I'm like, yeah, you don't get any airtime.
So
Sorry, unless he's showering you with more artwork, he doesn't get airtime. Okay, that's the rule.
No, we bought this. He's not. I'm just saying that if we're going to put him up as an example, and I should say what the artist does. So.
No, unless he's paying. I want sponsors. I'm not giving anybody free advertising.
You know
For
what?
our 5 listeners, we're not going to care.
For our 5 listeners, I think we can stretch the rules a bit.
Maybe we have 6 now. I think we might have 6.
Well, why don't we end this episode and go check everyone else? Go support a local crafts fair. You can now get off the Stairmaster. You're done for your exercise for the day. Hope to see you soon.
All right, guys. Until next time, like and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.